Okay, so for the first quadrant, the question that we're answering is, what is important to all of you on the team about being a high-performing team? So what are some values that you guys think?
Being reliable and dependable.
Also accountable. To be able to collaborate positively with everyone.
Being respectful of others.
Doing well on assignments.
Communicating effectively.
These are all good. Being fair, something that I think also. So we've got reliable, dependable, accountable, collaborating positively with everyone, being respectful, doing well with assignments. Yeah, that would be high performing. Communicating effectively and in a timely manner, I think is important also. You guys agree?
Yes.
I would also say like being open to other people's ideas.
Yes. Okay, these are all good. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to add? No. Okay, so in the next quadrant, the question we want to answer is, when you think about being a high-performing team, what thoughts or feelings show up or get in the way?
Something for me, I feel like is maybe like getting overwhelmed with due dates or deadlines. I don't know, with like the amount of work in the modules.
And going along with being overwhelmed, especially in a group as everybody works at different paces and being respectful of and respectful and flexible with everyone's pace and how they expect things to be done by.
Yeah, that's good to point out. I also think that the attitude of a group can, if you have someone who's negative, that can greatly affect other people's attitudes. So if one person is saying, you know, okay, this person should be responding, this person's not answering, other people who may not have minded or cared or thought a different way might be like, oh, you're right, this person isn't responding and they should be, instead of trying to figure out why they're not and try to figure out a solution.
Yeah, I really like that one. I also like to
we sum that up into a bullet point.
I know I also have like a fear of rejection sometimes for like my ideas. And that fear can sometimes like prevent me from sharing my thoughts.
So yeah, to go along with that, like maybe approval of teammates.
Yeah, that's a good
one. Yeah, like I think what I said before was feeling, or what I was thinking, like concerned about doing individual parts correctly.
And feeling insecure.
I would say, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, like feeling insecure with the understanding of material and maybe being embarrassed to ask for help or clarification of other members.
Yeah. I think too, not wanting to deal with conflict gets in the way. Not knowing how to address things all the time.
So some feelings that I'm hearing are worried, maybe sometimes timid, insecure, overwhelmed, which are all normal in a group setting. Are there any other specific feelings that you guys feel would contribute to this? Being anxious, that could also add to that.
Yeah, I think all those feelings tie together very closely,
Mm-hmm.
and just a lot of uncertainty or with how others perceive you when you're at work, probably.
Yeah, I think that's really good. Uncertain. Mm-hmm. Well, uncertainty. Okay, so if was there anything else you guys wanted to add to that? No. Okay. In the third quadrant, the question we want to answer is, what do you do to move away from or under the control of what we just talked about? All those thoughts and feelings. What are some behaviors that come from this?
I think, I guess communicating frequently. I feel like we all do a good job of communicating throughout the week and asking questions and, you know, responding to one another to clarify things when we're unsure of something.
I think we do a good job of like having frequent meetings in general, just making sure that we're checking in and just staying on top of everything.
These are good things that we do and can do to improve and move towards what's important. But what are some behaviors that could get in the way? Like if you feel that someone's going to reject your ideas, a behavior might be, well, I guess lack of behavior might be not saying anything when you disagree or something like that.
Maybe just agreeing with something that you don't agree with.
Mm-hmm.
To avoid that confrontation.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I know I've been guilty of procrastinating, completing work at times, or waiting till the last minute to avoid asking for help or clarification from other members.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see. Erin, if you can scroll down a little bit so I can see what else we wrote.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the overwhelmed with duties one, I know sometimes that if I am working, I might not put my best foot forward and give all I have because I do have other assignments and so like a higher workload.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not 100%.
I would also say like spending like way too much time worrying about something because you're worried about like the rejection.
Mm-hmm. I know we talk fast, so Erin's trying to catch up with us. Okay, I think these are all really good. Is there anything else anyone wanted to add? Okay, so for our last quadrant, we want to answer, what could you as a team be seen doing to move towards what is important? So we already have two so far, which are really good ideas.
I like that we add our due dates like on all of our Google Docs. That way, like it keeps me like in line and knowing everything is due.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lena, like how you always create those like agenda documents first and we kind of have everything outlined beforehand, I think really helps.
Yeah, I'm a visual person, so I will forget everything if you tell it to me. So seeing it, I get to go back to it. I really do. The due dates and seeing what each person section has. So if there's a specific question, you can go straight to the person versus just asking in general or not getting an answer, going around in circles.
Maybe another thing that we do is that we are pretty good at giving thoughtful and genuine feedback on our assignments.
Mm-hmm.
I would agree to that.
We also, one of our values was being respectful of others. And I think that's something we've all done really well with, is speaking respectfully, never putting anyone down, taking into account when, you know, someone can't make a meeting, and being flexible, which is really helpful to others.
And also, I think everybody's been respectful of our deadlines that we set for each other. And I know in our groups, we post when we have like goal dates for stuff to be done, for feedback to be given, and everybody's respectful of, has been respectful for that, to allow everyone to get the editing and reviewing done.
Yeah.
Maybe also add something on there about us being very flexible too when things do come up. I think that moves us in the right direction.
I think she added that, being flexible and understanding of.
Okay. Yeah. I can't see, so.
Maybe just one other thing is, I feel like we all do a good job too of just like reviewing all of the materials and the syllabus and due dates, just to make sure we stay on top, and I mean, sometimes ahead of stuff.
Yeah, and also reviewing before our meetings, which goes along with communicating effectively in a timely manner, so we don't just hop on and be like, what are we doing?
Yeah, we're always pretty prepared when it comes to that, and I think your agenda helps a lot with that. Having clear expectations of what we have to get done and work on.
I think all of these are really good. And I would say we're a high-performing team, because all the things we listed were things that we're doing, which is great. Is there anything else you guys want to add to this? Okay, great. I think we did it.
All right.
Thank you.